questions, comments can be left in the comments section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with before you go. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification, thumbs up. I apologize for the wind today, you guys. And I also want to let you know, guys, take it as it would resonate. It is night fishing. It is the red moon for September the 4th, 5th. September the 5th. Sorry, y'all. It is currently 10:21 p.m. where I'm currently at. And there we are. The red moon. The red moon. Set your intentions tonight, you guys. Set your intentions. Libra. Virgo. Libra though for the scale balancing. Gemini. Libra Aquarius. Waves are calm. As you guys can see, the water is calm. Not a lot of water tonight though. I've been here when the water was extremely high. But I gotta say, tonight the wind is blowing. We are under the red moon energy, you guys. Red moon. September red moon. Slightly red. Slightly. You guys see it? Slightly red. I'm gonna pull a few cards for you guys. I'm waiting for you guys to come in. How are you guys? Thank you for joining me. Hi, Kenny. How you guys doing tonight? That is the red moon tonight. So I am going to pull a few cards for you guys. Just wanted to let you see where we are. We're going to get into the message though. We are definitely going to get into the message. I'm going to pull messages. Yes, it sure is. The red moon is definitely out. As you guys can see, it is out. Yeah, it is out. Out, out, out. Any questions for me tonight, you guys? We will be pulling cards. I will be checking messages if you're interested in getting some messages. Okay. We are quickly gonna keep a little tab on it, but I'm gonna just give you a little intermission of while I get the cards ready. You guys, we're going to set our intentions right now under this message. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next time I upload, go live, or have a short little message to tell you. Okay? As well as 25 for 25 is in the description below. If you're interested in donating to the channel, donations are also available as well. If you want to super chat the live, super chats are also available while we are live. And as well as, if you don't mind, hit the heart button and hold it. And if you would like to super chat the live, that's available too. That is available too. Sorry, y'all. Don't mind me, because we are going to get some messages. I'm going to do a quick pull out tonight. I don't usually do it this way, but guess what? We're doing it this way tonight. We're doing it this way tonight. Because why? Why not? Why? Why not? Why not? Okay, why? Why not? Okay, why not? I feel like it's time. It's time. You know what I mean? It's time. Okay, it's time. Hello, welcome you guys. I have your messages, and just give me a second because I'm gonna pull the cards for you. I will be pulling cards. I don't usually get on live at all. I usually don't get on live. How y'all guys doing? But I will be pulling cards. The decks are ready to go. As soon as I can get you on this stand, we will begin pulling cards. I hope you guys are having a good night, great night, evening. I just wanted to get out tonight in the elements for grounding purposes. We have started a new season starting to come in fall. Fall will be coming in soon. And we will be having that winter solstice coming in. Fall. We're ready to shift. Harvest time is coming in. It's that gathering time. And I don't know if we ready. Is you ready? I'm not ready. But let's get started, you guys. Let's get started. I gotta hold on. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. I'm pulling a few cards tonight for the energy, for the collective, for this moon we're under. And you know, protect your energy. That is my number one where I'm going to start this message at. And for those of y'all that's watching the timer, 7:45 on the timer. And what I am going to say is protect your energy, because these are times in which the enemy likes to, you know, play with the magic in this energy, okay? So take it as it will resonate, you guys. I'm going to start with the Kuwait Tarot energy. And I also have my regular Rider-Waite-Smith energy too. And as you know, I don't need an oracle. I don't really need cards to speak the messages to you anyway. I also want you to guys know too, the sun, there is a lot of energy coming in this message with a high priestess. A lot of things is about to be illuminated to you, to your energy right now of deception. You are going to be awakened to some truths that has been presented as lies. There's someone that's going to be exposed. You know what I mean? Somebody that's going to be exposed. They're going to be exposed. 5 of Wands. And their conflict is going to be exposed. Literally going to be exposed for being a snake. Look. The freaking Hierophant in reverse. And the 2 of Wands. They're not happy with a third party that they chose. They surveyed something that they are not happy with. Okay? They questioning in love with the heart right there in question. They sprinkled some of their magic on it and it didn't twinkle like they thought. It didn't. And then judgment. They under judgment for it too. Judgment under it. Spiritual judgment over it. Y'all, is this always the energy? Is this always the energy? Oh, Lord. Now they want to balance the scale. Add a question sticker. Try it. Justice. They want to balance the scale. Guess why they can't, though? Guess why they can't, though? Guess why they can't? 2 of Wands, because of what they chose. That's why. Tell me why they can't. Why? I'm so Four of Wands, because they're in a contract with somebody else that's, they are, that they fooling. With the Fool at the bottom of the deck, somebody they fooling and needing strength to get the heck out of it. Show is. And Five of Pentacles, losing money as they sit here in whatever this is. Losing money, losing time, losing patience. They're losing. They lost. They lost out, really. Okay. Yeah, they definitely lost out. Look, because they came in here with Nine of Pentacles here, and now they have Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they lost out. They lost out. Yep, Six of Pentacles. Breadcrumbing, different ones, different people. The Queen of Swords, somebody's truth. Somebody said, yeah, they was doing it. Yeah, they was doing it. Come on, tell me some more about this stuff. Y'all got real bad back pain today. I did get an injection in my back today. Boy, is it hurting. When I tell you, the devil is a lie. Let's see, the sun came back in reverse. There's something that they don't want to be illuminated. They don't want something to be illuminated, especially when it comes to the Page of Swords. Something about a lie or something that they didn't come true or tell you about, or they should have been telling you about. And King of Swords, yeah. They should have told you the truth about something here. I don't know what yet. Tell me about it. What's this they were supposed to tell collective about? Two hit my lap. Why they ghosted? Why they couldn't choose between this or that? Why they couldn't choose between this or that? Why they couldn't choose you? Why they couldn't choose you? Because they had something else. They was in a celebrating with a third party. Eating donuts and crimpets and pretending. Yep, to balance the scale. All the while thinking about you. Six of Swords. That was a shallow victory for them. Very shallow. Very, very shallow. Very shallow. Yeah, very shallow and very toxic. Very, very shallow. Very, very toxic. Very one-sided. Very ego-based. Arrogance. Passive-aggressive. Yeah, Empress, when it came to you, Empress, they was nasty to you when they started dating somebody else. Now you fishing for somebody. So this person is guarded now. Now they're very guarded. Very, 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 very guarded because of what they fish for. And I got to show you. This lady is fishing for something, and I just happened to notice her. She's fishing. So somebody is fishing. Somebody could be fishing for clues. Fishing for comments, fishing for a reaction. Stay non-responsive here. Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, High Priestess, you know who this is. You know who wants your attention here. You know. That's what it says. Somebody that came in guarded. High Priestess and the Empress. Somebody is definitely want to come in with a toxic offer to you. They definitely want to come in with a toxic offer. And I mean toxic as shit too. And not and to win at all costs too. And to win at all costs. And I don't really think you're for this shit now. You know? I don't really think you're for this shit. You see this thing on your head? You done resurrected something. Okay. You've elevated here. You've evolved. You've transcended. You've transmuted. You've taken your peace back. Because this balances the scale here, you know? Like, this balances the scale, you know? So when it came to Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups says, when it came time to ghost you, it was easy. Why? Ten of Cups. Because they felt that happiness was elsewhere. And they left guarded because they knew that they loved you. But they left guarded. You see how guarded they left? Not only did they leave guarded there, they left guarded here. Okay. When it came to you. When it came to you, Empress and the Emperor. Emperor, Empress, as well as the Ten of Cups. That it was easy to walk away from this. Why? Because he wasn't who they were supposed to. This is who they was when it came to you. And then when it came to, you see the star? You see this wand here? See how they covered you up when it came to the Emperor? And who he chose over you? You know what I mean? Because it was just like picking a different soft drink that day. You know? Like, see? When it came to options. They lied to you, Empress. They lied to you with the page. They lied to you. Gave your crown to somebody else. Pentacles. King of Pentacles. They gave your crown to somebody else. Spoke ill about you here with a third party. I'm surprised. That, like, this is what shit they did. This is you. They gave your crown to somebody else. You see the star? See, that star was interchangeable. See the star in his hand? Right, because this person came and took your place here. High Priestess, and you knew it. Just to balance the scale with whoever they was going off to be with. Another toxic relationship. And the sun illuminated it. And the sun illuminated it. Right in their face. It illuminated it in their goddamn face. It showed that they couldn't choose you. It showed that it couldn't choose you. Ooh. Ooh. It couldn't choose you. No, couldn't choose you. Because of their toxic ways. Their indecision to be able to say that you were happiness. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. So the Three of Cups, the celebrating with the third parties, was an option. Became the option. Because Ten of Cups came with quantity over quality. And plus, because of the Six of Swords, the shallow victory that came with it. And that could have came with validation from third parties. It could have been one night stands, hookups, and booty calls. It could have been, mistresses, girlfriends, and hoe bags. You name it. It just could have been a bunch of things. But whatever it was, the person chose it over quality. And now you've raised their standards. Ace of Swords. That's the truth. And that, my friends, is how this hand, the changing of the guards, took place. Four of Cups. Now, what's happening is they're currently, since they put their hand in this third party situation, bottom of the deck, Five of Wands, causing conflict behind the scenes, right? As she walks back again, looking for a fish, okay? Still fishing. She felt something dangling on her cord. Somebody could be dangling on your cord. Somebody could be also got you on a string But I gotta also say, the Four of Cups, right? Sitting here, resting and retreating, holding on head and heart, can't let go. Four of Cups, not taking no offer, even though they know the offer that they took. Okay, that's why this hand here. Okay, so the offer that they took here, when it comes to the Five of Conflict, Five of Wands, caused them conflict. And not major. When I say major, because these things was sweet treats. Okay, this is like being too greedy for like birthday cake, pies, cobblers, pound cake, like every like marshmallow treats, like every sweet you could think of, like cinnamon sugar pretzels, like chocolate chip cookies, banana pudding, like strawberry shortcake, red velvet, chocolate brownies. Like they had their pick of every freaking thing, right? Exactly. They had their pick of every freaking thing. But the one thing they couldn't pick, the one thing they couldn't pick, they couldn't pick up this tower. They couldn't pick this tower back up. That's what they couldn't pick. They couldn't pick this tower. Because this was on sinking sand. The stability that they had built with those third parties, no matter how long, and a lot of this had been based off of Page of Cups. Based, so you hear the helicopter, as the helicopter sits above me, knowing that they were sabotaging the relationship, that they were delaying, that they were wasting, that they were deceiving. Even though deceiving is not here, the tower is deceiving to me. Why is the devil and the tower here with the Page of Cups? Hit the floor. Huh, look at there. Imagine why the Ten of Swords is here. Imagine why the Ten of Swords is here. Let's imagine why the Ten of Swords is here. Because, let's say, they were majorly deceiving you. Majorly by ghosting you. By walking away with no communication. Deception. By talking about you behind your back. Major deception. Smear campaign and trying to ruin your reputation. Some more swords in your freaking back. But guess what you could do when you transmuted, when you alchemized your pain to your peace, when you saw the bigger picture with the Queen of Cups. You sat in them emotions though. See this Queen, this the emotions that they got right now. Your cup, even though it's not the Ace of Cups, you know what cup it is? It is your own cup. It's this cup that's running over for you in abundance, okay? When I tell you you went through something that was major, when it came to this devil and a tower, you did. And I mean, you went through it in a way where it could have destroyed you. You could be still recovering from it. You could be still having PTSD from it. You could still be having nightmares about it. But guess what? I gotta tell you, divine Queen of Cups. It's abundance you're about to get. These emotions that you went through. When it came to a guarded person that offered something to somebody else in a toxic way, in your face. 2 cards came out. Temperance. Yeah, poured into something or someone else. And they wish they didn't with the temperance in reverse. Now they wish they could take it back when it came to this Eight of Wands. Look on the end of the stars. It's stars. And when I told you back there before, when he came in here offering, this is paid. They was paying for sex with these other people. There was money. These are options that are paid people to turn. They paid people to people paid like to split y'all up. Okay, like kind of that shit. Like kind of like somebody was like paying to split y'all up. Cool. Wait, like this person was like trying to play like naive too. Like they had a part in it. I gotta say this too. The person that's in this energy, they're gonna try to burn the evidence to not show how much part they play in this. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, when it comes to somebody that they were here for material gain, it's a gold digger here. She got a lot of money out of your person too. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it was options. They had a lot of options to choose from when it came to this third party issue. Three of Cups. They celebrated with a lot of people for money, for attention, for clout, but never strayed from you being on their mind. Because they always waited, yep. Hand to hand deals with these people. Hand to hand deals with these people. Going to their house, staying, playing the fool, leaping into new adventures, not knowing what the outcome was going to be, without a plan of action, without even a care of action, not even reckless, one-sided, arrogant, lost, just anything by the seat of your pants type. Gotta tell you that. And now this person sitting here, they still smiling teeth and grinning about the shit. But I gotta say, it ain't gonna be, they might be thinking they laughing, right? But that's not that laughing. I don't even feel like they laughing. I feel like this is like still that stupid smirk. I still think that this is them still smirking. I still think they still being cute. I still think that they still got a chance. I still think that you are still on the string. I still think that they think that you're still an option. Okay? Because they're still selecting from the thrills. They're still selecting from the choices. There's a Seven of Cups. They still breadcrumbing a situation or a circumstance, even if they're in a collectively into something with someone else. They're still sleeping and sampling and tasting all the other delicious treats on the tray. So they're licking their fingers and licking the treats type shit. Because this is the way the devil do this shit. Okay? This is how the devil does this shit here. Okay? This is how he does this tower shit. This option, these options, they should have put a stop to it way back when. I got to tell you, they should have put a stop to this. These freaking people way back when. Okay, way back when. But now that they let this shit drag out, they let the shit drag out. Temperance. Now they're gonna have to learn to balance the scale. Okay, they're gonna have to learn to balance the scale. Sorry, y'all, if y'all see me looking off. People pull up here. I gotta make sure. Seven of Pentacles. That now they think like the idea of the third parties is not such a good freaking idea anymore. They're not such a great idea anymore. What we got? Queen of Swords and the Toxic. So the person that you're talking about, the person we're speaking about, the person that is under this red moon energy of what's being revealed, What is under the veil? Well, this is some of the shit that's under this veil. This is what's going to be revealed. Okay? Changing in the guards in this energy. Changing of the guards. Somebody's going to put their foot down. Some third party that's fish. Like, now she's moving again when it comes to looking for a fish. Right? She's searching for whatever fish she's trying to catch. Right? So we out here fishing. Right? And that could be for a new person. They fishing for comments. They fishing for what others are saying, what others know, what you might know, who you might be dating. The reason why you not chasing, because you've always been the one to fix things. Here, Princess of Wands, the one they can't get at, the one that is not playing the toxic game with them. The one that has these strong boundaries, okay, that's concerning to them. Look what we got. Look at what we got again. This is what's keeping them guarded. What you may say. What your opinion may be about why they have delayed, why they have ghosted, why they have been invisible, why have they let time lapse. These are the questions. Look, King of Wands. King of Wands just wants to come in and fuck you. Give you a wet ass and go home. Toxic. That's all the shit you want to do. Look, now, shit, I ain't got to play games with you. I ain't got to be home to read these cards. The table is just more convenient. But we can read anywhere. I'm going to come into the town near you if we need to. Okay? Still guarded. Okay? Still guarded. And still ain't got the right words to say. Why? Because they ain't grounded enough. Secondly, they feel like they got plenty of options. Okay? And as long as they got plenty of options, they got plenty of ideas. Okay? And they got plenty of things to keep them distracted and keep you off their goddamn mind. Okay? Now that's what I mean. They got the options. These are all the options. They feel like they got them in the moon. Secret. Okay? This is their dark night of the soul. They're having their darkest fear. They're in their darkest hour now. Okay? Two of Cups. Juggling a relationship. While they also promiscuous. And they don't just have to be them. Now. Passerby. And it don't just have to be them. That third party that they're entertaining. Entertaining other people too. Okay? They ain't the angel that they think they are. Under judgment. Count Dracula says you Neanderthal. Okay? You nincompoop. But you wanted that for your person though, so that's what you got. Okay, that's what you get. Okay? Because you're not going to get what you thought you were going to get. Okay? Look, you immature beetle face looking thing. Page of Pentacles. They losing money. They losing altitude. They losing, people are losing respect. Page energy. They're losing respect for this clown. This hobo, sexual, confused with identity. Star and the Six of Swords. That's a shallow victory when it came to you and these other and these stars right here. Son of a bitch. Ain't that a bitch? Excuse my language on the helicopter. As the helicopter goes back above us again. Juggling. You know, I don't need to be at my table to read cards too. Y'all see that? You see these options? Okay? You see that option, 10 of Wands? That's deception. You see this? 9 of Wands? 7 of Wands? That was a fucking player. Whole bagging it around. Whole bagging it as the devil. Toxic devil tower. You know what I mean? Like, this person was deceptive. And I mean, double crosser. Uh, fucking. A double fucking crosser. And then, but then, don't, 7 wands. Don't let you get the idea to be carnal mind like them. Because now you looking like the bad puppy. You know that you're the bad guy. Now you're villainized now. 8 of Cups. Now, if you decided to do it like they walked away, now you're villainized. Now they're going to villainize you. Now they're going to play victim and say you had another person or something. And 7 of it, you get like they're going to work on your paid work, like Pentacles. Now they got ideas about you walking away. They got ideas that you now got options to walk away. Yeah. People can give you the same come up in a big way, like they thought they was going to get a come up in a big way. See that material gain that they went for with the third party? So they went over the marveling something in a relationship with a third party. So now when you get into that new relationship, because see, your person knows for some reason, if you're going to get in a relationship with another narcissist, are you going to get that happily ever after? Okay, your person knows that. Okay, type. They know that. That's what this pentacle is all about. See, because they know what you deserve. That's why they come in guarded every time with no communication, because they really do know what you deserve here. But they choose to hold it back and not give because of the demand, supply and demand. When I say quality over quantity, they got more of one thing than they got of another. And just to have you, when they can have a smorgasbord of others, just tell me that this person is still immature and need to grow up. And if this is the lifestyle that they are living, it's not going to lead them very far. You get me? So let's see. And that's the goddamn truth. That's the sun. Now that's upright. And now once they come in a right standing, then things will turn around maybe in their favor. But as it stands, they're in a delay. They're not getting gifts of insight. They're seeing things. Spirit is sitting with their asses like you don't know, like this is pressure. This is an inferno. Let me see you try to. How long can you sit in the morning? And just think about this, you guys. How long it will be before you start to feel the rays of the sun. Just some days when I sit here in my car, like right now, I'm sitting here with sunburn on the tips of my nose right here because a lot of people don't believe that, people of color have skin that is easily sunburned. I could put sunscreen on, FPS 50, and still my nose will start to peel here. I also have my driving arm, tops of my arms up here, the shoulder blades up top. If I sit outside, I'm at the beach today on on an early Sunday morning. If you check some of my shorts, you'll see like morning fishings and different things on my morning. You'll see where the sun will be burning at 6 in the morning. Like, so when I tell you, how long do you think it would be before the rays of the sun will start to turn up and start to heat up? Just imagine on a hot day and you are enclosed in a hot car, how hot it could get on a hot day. Okay, so just imagine, like, take in consideration that the pressure that your person is under when it comes to your spirit, your ancestors, and your guides. Applying, when they say applying pressure, I gotta tell you, it's some kind of pressure they ain't never felt before. Yep. That kind of pressure that's going to really make them balance the scale. And I mean in a way in which they ain't ready for. Look what I mean. See, they wanted to pour into the third parties and mix up the shit. But see, this is the tea mixing back on them. You see what I mean? That's that piping hot tea that you about to find that's going to expose them. See, because this is about to quake right back at them. You know what I mean? This is going to rock their world right back at them, though. It's splishing and it's splashing. But this shit is too hot to be. This will scald you. So I gotta get, when I see here scalding, I'm getting Teddy Pendergraph. Somebody could throw hot grease on somebody. Somebody could throw hot water on somebody. Somebody, Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could be fed up with somebody. Somebody could have been done drained the well dry as far as the money pit. The pit, this money pit must have been pitted out. The party ain't a party no more. 8 of Wands. So when it comes to blinded to a truth, I got to tell you that whoever was blinded to the truth, whoever was going around listening to other people, taking advice from fucking stupid people and taking stupid advice and being a dumbass that did that like, yeah, it's okay if somebody to give you advice, okay? Like, that's why somebody was in this energy that didn't like unsolicited advice, right? But for some reason, and it's because they didn't like unsolicited advice, they went and took solicited advice from third parties, from people that didn't know nothing about your relationship. That's the people that was soliciting your relationship, solicitation and monopolizing your relationship. Some kind of game. Yeah. Somebody, nana boo boo, adding some shit to it, made this person all hung up about how to choose when it came to you, knowing who you was to this person. So that made that person guarded because they couldn't make a decision. They wanted one thing from a third party. They thought they could get material gain from something or someone else. They probably was looking at you and being judged harshly by a third party and not taking up for you. When I hear this energy about not taking up for you, it's kind of like 5 people coming to beat your ass because of your person, right? And the 6th person is like your person holding you back. Be like, babe, oh, you don't need to fight those people. You are above those people, right? Trying to play like they are on your team, right? But all the while letting whoever these third parties get sneak shots, get sneak attacks, get sneak punch, hit you while they hold you, while these other people attack. And then when it's all said and done and you get back home and you be like, yo, why you kept holding me and letting them people get cheap shots? Oh, nah, you was bigger than those people. You didn't have to fight those people. But all the while they wasn't fighting for you. Like when that person was hitting at you, why wasn't they hitting that person? Why when they wasn't defusing? Like, why y'all here to fight her? If y'all fight her, I'ma fight y'all. You know what I mean? It's 5 of y'all against her by herself. They don't. Why was you holding me against these other people? Right? That's the way this world went around when it came to this person being guarded against you. And this is how this person was, why, and is now hung up over the decisions that they chose over the third parties over you. Okay? That's what they chose over you with a price. Their divinity, their clarity, their stability, their dignity, their morals, and that shit there. Oops. That shit right there. Right there. See these third parties? This is their divinity there with you. Their pinnacle. That's their grounding. That was what was going to take them from unhealed to healed. And they this was what they had. This is why they thought this wasn't enough. And they thought this was more. Because this is what's being talked about. How they mixed up the tea One was what was that? What was that? Earl Grey tea, and one was black tea. One was green tea, and they just got it all mixed up. Okay, they didn't know the difference. The tea got all mixed up, right? But now I gotta tell you, somebody made a new pot, and it's a new. This is a what you call. This is that new kind of tea. I mean, it ain't even tea now. Shit, what happened to it? It didn't turn into espresso, and it got so damn strong. It got so damn strong now, they barely could drink the shit. And if it do, it give them so much of a damn jolt, they don't know how to even take the shit. That's basically how the shit go. Yeah, look. And well, look, with this shit guarded like that, and the star right there, that's the freaking truth. Like, they can barely listen. Like, that is the goddamn truth. They feel decepted or intercepted for the shit they chose over you. 2 cards. Look what I say. Look what I say about these stars. I just told you the damn armor, damn knight. And now look. And now somebody want to come back and get a piece of what you got. Because they couldn't get a piece of what somebody else had. So now they want to come back like the damn shit. Like a stupid fool they are. Excuse my language, but that's like a fool they are. You know what I mean? Look at this shit. 6 of Pentacles. That's their victory. That's the little breadcrumb. They want to come breadcrumb you just to get a little piece, get the full pie of what you got. But see, they going to give you this little piece, and they going to take the whole thing. Out of the wheel of fortune. If you let them come back and call themselves being fortunate with you, in my Maxwell song, fortunate to have you, girl. Especially if you let them come back and get fortunate off you. Okay, take it as what resonates now. I don't know, juggle. Yeah, they're gonna juggle the shit out of you. Talk to me about it. Who else is in this message? Hit the flow. They don't want you to know that the shit is coming back toxic as shit. Okay, they only gonna come back with something little so they can gain big. That's it. Ain't nothing else, nothing less, nothing else. Page, they still coming in. Page of swords, page of wands, page of damn pentacles. Page. They ain't even mature enough to come in a damn, I would rather them come as the emperor, even if they distort it. At least they know right from wrong if they come as the emperor. I would almost say right, but rather them come as the Hierophant. But all I gotta say is they being judged. A trumpet is being blown on them, trying to still sit in the box and act like they don't know what's up. Because they acting like you don't know that they got a third party. And I told you, they trying to hide the evidence. They'll even break up with a third party just to save their face here and make like that they wasn't doing nothing here and that they didn't have no dealings. But they had a double dealings in here. They had backstabbing energy. They had very toxic, codependent, both partners, as well as hookups, booty calls, and third parties that they thought was more abundant than you, that they were going to smear these people's relationship with you, with them, in your face. And they did. And guess what? Now they're paying the hefty price for doing it too. Because guess who's sitting on the outside looking in? Guess who's sitting on the outside with their little damn pinnacle on the outside, wondering how they can offer you this little fucking thing they got for you? Spirit said, guess what? They not. They gonna keep that toxic shit with whoever the toxic motherfuckers they done picked over you. Right, Star. That's who they picked, and that's them. Same people right here. Yep. 7 of Pentacles. Yep. And that toxic shit they got going. That's the toxic. Those are those options over you. And here's the option. You was the number one option. You was all the options that they ever could need. You was that only 5-point star that they ever needed. Guess what? Now the Hermit couldn't make a decision on in the box or out the box. This or that. So the Chariot said, well, drive off from the motherfucker. And when you drove off, took your power back as the star, these options became the remaining choice, the quantity. Okay? And as the world would turn in your favor, they are left in their karma. They are left in their deception. They are left in what choice with their magic ding-a-ling that they chose over you. Yeah, that's exactly what they get. That's exactly what they get for their choice. Look, and still can't face you. Still can't even face the day to face you. They got their back turned to you. Okay? Son of a gun. Ain't that a son of a gun? Come on, let's get a little bit more of this message shit. Ain't nothing else we can talk about, because look, they ain't got nothing else to say they damn self. But the Emperor, I told you they might as well came as the at least I know they know right from wrong. This is what this tells me. Even if they came in reverse like that, that told me, yeah, I know I did you wrong. That's all I wanted to see. Right, Page of Cups. And they emotional about it because they didn't never put nothing in it. Yeah, what I say. 4 of Pentacles, they was holding on way too tight to you and what you had. That's why they want to come back and get a piece of what you got and take all of it. Okay, and still hold on and try to lead this in reverse, like, so try to lead this out, like, kind of like keep these swept under the rug, like, oh yeah, I got rid of Renee, I got rid of the Nene and Terry and fucking all them bitches. I got rid of them bitches. Now they don't exist until I get what I want from you. Get the whole of what I got of you and leave you depleted with nothing. Your destiny swap is already done. Yeah, I take your world. Okay, that's your destiny. All right, that's the destiny swap they trying to get from you. All right, shit. We ain't destiny swapping like that. We ain't doing that. Where they do that at? Like, what the? All right, y'all. Let's see what these folks is trying to get out of y'all. You know, like, let's see. I'm appalled for y'all. I'm appalled that they tried y'all like this. Like, who the is these folks? Who is these people to y'all? Son of a guns. Whoever this person is a arrogant SOB in this bitch. What they say they is? Let me get my damn phone. Hold on a minute, y'all. So I can see. Sorry, y'all. So I can see these letters. Y'all know how I do when my eyes start getting crossed. Say this person needs improvements underway and feeling smug or pleased. That's what they said. Okay. That's why the assholes sitting up here smug after they played some damn body. Shit. Why they smug and why they thinking they plead? Oh, their ego. That old big ass ego. Well, King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles here, and they said that's the Chariot. Chariot couldn't choose you. Spirit said they was too arrogant to choose you. Look, no, they was too arrogant to choose you. They chose the third party as they person that was abundant. That's who they chose. And that's the damn sun. And that's what's illuminated here. Shit, what? And they being judged by 19 and 20. Somebody that wanted a marriage and a happiness and a brighter prospect. Some decision is dependent on finality. The only decision that is made, that can be made, is under one circumstance or the circumstance. Okay, so something is still under review. Let me see some more of this shit. Something about peace and okay, so somebody is content with them choosing a third party. You content with that. And it says travel over lands and surveying your kingdom. So they happy with the new kingdom that they done picked and got themselves into. Movement or resident journey. Victory over a situation or a problem, and balancing the opposite of polarities. So they found like they won in the situation with the six of swords here. They felt, I told you, they said they got this shallow victory. They did. This is what spirits say. And they were smug and pleased over the shallow victory at one point. It didn't give like it was like this was like that slow burn. It was like I had a slow burn to this. Like it didn't happen immediately, like when you like first walked away or you first broke up. It didn't hit them then, because at that point in time they were kind of like glad to get rid of you, glad to be free, glad to go sleep around with other people, glad to be able to have options and do whatever. Like that part was happy. They was glad to get rid of you at that point. Like you had already like royally like got on their fucking nerves. Like, so they had shelved you. Mm-hmm. And that's how they grounded with third parties. That's how they got into this big mess as it would stand. Right. And this is how they got these seduced. Let me see. King of Wands, man, 25 years, blue eyes, blonde hair, red hair, restless, outspoken, and ambitious. So they went out there speaking their piece about you, telling other people about you, what you did, what you didn't do, smear campaigning, outspoken about you, right? That's how they cut you out. That's how they cut you out the object, subject, and added another subject, took your spot type thing. It's clear about it. When it comes to the Four of Pentacles, remember I gave you Four of Pentacles. Seven of Wands says frustrations. You are able to overcome your frustrations and you are on top of the situation. So when they blocked you out, that made them feel like they was on top of the situation. Like, okay, now that she's out the way, we could get on to fucking Renee, and we could fuck Tisha and Keisha and Asia and Juanita and Tamika, and the list goes on. So we was able to do that with ease and pleasure. Okay, but still holding on to you in the background, but all the while, that's why they came in the energy multiple times with armor on instead of coming in as the emperor, because they knew what they had done under Four of Pentacles. This was money improvements, because see, they had got some money improvements, and even if you was loyal to the soil while they was down and out, this person, soon as they got a motherfucking, you know what I mean, highway to heaven, the motherfucking trip, or get a level up or come up, or a second where they was a little bit more grounded and they felt elevated over you. This is when they thought they was gonna step on you and step right over top of you. Right there. Yep. And that could be family, friends, lover, ex, colleagues, co-workers wanting your position, gunning for your job, gunning for your man. This is when people started bringing out the daggers, bringing out the, you know what I mean? Bringing out the cat fights, bringing out the, you know what I mean? The heavy artilleries, bringing out the guns, you know what I mean? Bringing out, you know what I mean? Like anything, and win at any cost, because that's when the conflict started. And this fool took off in another direction because they didn't want to be seen as weak. So they went and took the bait of the third parties and spell work. And they were being under magician work of a coven. This could be a cult of people, places, and things that were that didn't like you. And they didn't like your shine. And your person allowed these people to make a stalemate between you and them. This person became avoidant to you. This person became a people pleaser to them, carrying the burden now, because they was the only one loyal to these people. These people that had no loyalty to this person. These were complete strangers that this person took as face value, as, oh, these are my family members, a squad, a posse, a community, or some dead homies, or that was never their dead homies, or like on my mama, because they mama never neglected them when they was 3. So like
On my mama, like that mama didn't give a fuck type shit. Like that's the shit. This is those burdens. Those are those burdens. Like I faked my own death and nobody even cared. Like, and I'm looked at as a sorry loser because people see me for who the fuck I truly am. That I would have to go to these great lengths to get an attack or getting a rise out of other people for that much clout, for that much attention, for that much notoriety, for that much. Like the girl Carly Robinson that made that big hoax, said somebody stole her and kidnapped her and all this and that and the third. And lo and behold, nobody ever was after her. You get me what I mean? And this is how this person's mind is giving me. Like, nobody was after this person. Nobody was doing nothing to this person. This person came to attack you because of what they wanted, their choice. This is a burden that they created of their own, of going to be deceitful because of how they wanted to hurt you. They wanted you to chase them. They needed validation so bad that they would go to any length to get it. Cause conflict, be avoiding, be blinded to a truth because they wanted victory, maybe shallow or otherwise. They wanted to be seduced by a third party and they wanted to sleep with somebody but wanted to still hold on to you too and thought that you would be somewhere waiting in the wings, not able to get over them or even remotely, like, I don't even know how they figured that was going to work. Like, how did you figure that was going to work? How was this going to work? How? How is this going to work without, like, some kind of bitch fight, some kind of cockfight to take place? And it probably did, because that's why it came up. It came out because a cockfight took place. Tower moments came. Conflicts came. Money. Somebody could have got their money stolen here. Blocked out and got their money stolen. Especially because they wanted just looking for sex and a good time. Okay? Somebody could have got gunpoint. Okay? Somebody's defeated because of their fucking shallow thinking. They're defeated. They're carrying this burden because of the... Oh, y'all, look at the cat. You see the cat? And on that note, this is somebody still in search. That's the still in search for me. He looking for food. He looking for something, right? That's what that is right there. That's them after being deceived, like lost. That's soul searching to me. That's like this cat is out here. Nobody other cats is out here. No other animals is out here walking. You know what I mean? It's deserted, no animals, and you just all of a sudden I just looked up and the cat was standing there. And that's how it feels like. All of a sudden you might just see this person appear after being defeated like this. Because you know why? Look at your cup running over. Look at all the conflict they got going on in the background. It's a message of concern here. This person is asking for rescue. This person is needing help because this person took a leap of faith in the wrong hands. I gotta say, they listen to the wrong people, and something could be dangerously wrong. Okay, and I mean dangerous. They might be saving face, smiling and grinning, and playing like everything is cool. But I gotta say, this person don't even know. This person wouldn't know if they were in danger. Okay, it's like I see a snake, right? But like I hear it rattling, right? But like I'm gonna start dancing, like I'm gonna move my body like a snake, man. Right? Start moving like a snake. I'm gonna call myself gonna charm this shit, right? I'm gonna charm it just enough till I can grab it by his neck, and put it in a container, right? That's what my intentions is for the snake, right? But the snake got its own intentions, right? All right, I know your charm right now, right? So I know you want to dance, so I can move to your whatever you want me to do, right? But while you trying to charm me, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw venom at you, because you know those spitting vipers can spit venom at you. So it could be somebody spitting venom at you, spitting words of venom. Okay, this could have been third parties, and I say under this red moon now, because this could be in anger. Okay, we also want love. We want a peace and love, right? And in those two, that's a fine line between peace and love. Okay, because though a lot of people don't know how to love. Okay, we got a lot of hurt people that hurt people just because they can't find love. You know how many people want to be in love? I've done a theory for the last 6 months about love. I've looked for love. I've waited for love. And ain't near person came. Why? Because I still needed to heal. And I realized that in nights, like in the morning, I come out at 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Some days I'm sitting here and it's 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning, witching hours. And I'm wondering, Divine, why am I here? It's because I'm called to be here. I'm called. I can't be in my place because this is where negative energy is transmuted, near oceans, and where the ebb and the flow can go and come back. Okay? You see, when I showed y'all in the beginning of the message how the water was calm. When Hurricane Erin was here, the calms was raging. The seas were, the waves were so big, they were swells of water. That it was overflowing where my car sit. You couldn't even be here. It was so much water. But today, those seas have receded, and the seas have calmed, and Mother Nature has calmed her spirit. But the wind, that speaks volumes too. Okay, because something new is blowing in for you. I gotta say that because this person was so gun ho to take a leap of faith against you when you was the only thing that was that could help them heal in whatever they were going through, because you wasn't not just with them, you were appointed by the divine. You were appointed because this person prayed for you. Oh, I want this and I want that. And because you didn't come packaged the way they thought you should have came packaged, this is why they standing here taking this burden right now. I gotta say that because picky. They wanted to be picky. Okay? Guess what? Picky got them. A soul cut off. They got a soul release. They got a soul. What did I say? I say the moon. They say the world is in your favor, but this is not in their favor. It's not in their favor because the world needs love. Love, sweet love. And this love person couldn't give you love, sweet love. They wanted to give love to every goddamn body. And everybody's mother, son, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, and whoever else they could get their hands on, and still gonna try to do it. Even with you, if they came back and you gave them a second chance, a third chance, a ninth chance, a 50th chance, they still gonna be this. Same thing. Okay? They still gonna pull in to something or still be in a contract with someone else. Because this person does not have a faithful bone in their body. Yeah, they needed to put this shit to rest, but I gotta tell you, they definitely are not prepared to do that. They're still very, 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 very wounded. This is a very wounded warrior. This person has childhood woundings that have not healed. Mother, father issues. And I mean, they want to offer. And this is the only time I've seen them come in the message so far. Hold on. Yeah, this is the as far as when they come in the page. I told you this is the only time that they can come. Their authentic self because they have nothing to offer you. Literally. They really don't need this. The spirit says they're barely really bare. They're barely balanced. When I see page energy, this energy tells me they're barely balanced. Barely. Okay? Barely balanced, barely above water with the nine of swords, nine of wands here. They're wounded by their own actions, these ten of swords, these deceptions, these betrayals. They are mega quantum leap, mega outsider and stalemate. Okay? Because of their choices and decisions. Mm-hmm. And at the top of the deck, then that's the damn truth. Now, I can't give you it no better than that. Now, if I ain't give you this message, I can't. Well, 11 56 is what I saw. So 1111. So the King of Swords is maybe over 25 years old as well. And brown eyes, brown hair. Somebody's the brown eye guy. As well as brown hair, cold, abrasive, demanding, and they lack respect. And they also lack respect, but they demand you to respect them. Go freaking figure. Go freaking figure, right? Talk about this shit. Yeah, they want to come in passionate. You see that salamander on the damn flow down there. You already know this shit is going to change up on you. And this person is a shapeshifter and a chameleon. They ain't really got your best interests at heart. And this other person is just here to seduce you. And that's the damn truth. Yeah, they here to seduce you. Yeah, definitely here to seduce you and break your heart. Yeah. And have you in your head about some old past shit that'll never be again because they not even that fucking person no more. Excuse my language, y'all, but they're not even that person no more. They are so far from that person that they used to be that they can't even fathom like what is and what ain't. You get me what I mean? Like when I tell you that this person is like crying over what they lost, they turned their back on you and like you turned your back on them. And when I tell you like they can't stand this because they always thought you would be here. Yeah. But like they picked quantity over quality and you said, okay, well since you picked quantity over quality, I'm gonna give you your quantity and I'm gonna take my quality somewhere else where it's appreciated. Yeah, that's what came here. And now we're unstable. Now we don't have no union. Now we won't have no stability. And now we won't be in a stable relationship or union because you walked away. Yeah. And that broke their heart, or they broke your heart, or it's a broken heart, or, you know what I mean? Like, it will be. But there's no stability here for this relationship. This masculine is sleeping around with somebody else. They could be getting ready to get kicked out of something or someone else's home. Yeah, Chariot. Here we go. Yeah, they couldn't choose you. Yeah, they couldn't make a decision. It was an indecision they couldn't make. So I gotta tell you, they, suffering through that right now. Okay, they made that decision because money problems, turning their back, walking away, walking away, knowing that they shouldn't have. Okay, knowing that they shouldn't have, but they did it anyway. Being stubborn, doing it the way they wanted to do it. And they got their own, outcome out of it. Okay, so the Chariot says that they was moving residents. Okay, they could have moved with a Chariot. Somebody could be moving residents. They could be moving out of someone's home. Like I said, this is also in this journey a victory over a situation or a problem. They found imbalance in the opposite of a polarity. But I also said that they did this so that they could save face, if just in case, if they tried their luck and said that I'm not with nobody, but that's so they can prove that they walked away from a third party so that they can have clean hands. But I gotta say, and so that when they offer to you that it was a clean slate, but I gotta say they're too broken to take this offer because they're not ready to do the work. You know what I mean? They rest and retreated, but they only rest and retreated to waste your time further for sex and some fucking some lies. Like, you ain't got time for this fucking shit. To come in and break your damn heart. And because in an unstable relationship, like, you don't have time for this. You literally don't have time for this. Because this shit is too toxic. This person still got other options that they're still serving and still pretending that, they're not. And they are. There are multiple sets of options here. People that they've hooked up with and still can call on tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, like these people, it's like this person is really crazy. This person is moving residence. Came back out. 7. The victory. Somebody be moving in somebody else's house that they already been with before. Somebody could be spending the night just to ruin that person. Yeah, that's you was having sex with them, spell work, tantric sex, good time, sex and a good time, paying their bills. What I say? Paying their bills. But that person ain't their girlfriend or boyfriend. That person is just sexing a good time. That person is playing like I'm helping you out, big bro, big sis. But also, all this person is thinking they're getting one over on you because this person is sitting there talking about you to this person to ground off of this person. So yeah, that's just another person that's there to rub in your face. All right, that's another rubbing. When they go chasing these other third parties and you haven't come back, and they gotta go recycle these old cycled reply, like um old cycled people that they've dated behind your back because you no longer are pouring into them, or they only with you. Like, just this is just to sum it all up, like, because I don't want to have to keep going through. Like, these other people are only with this person because you choose not to be with this person. Period. Point blank. Pooh. And that's where this the emperor comes in. Now that's the truth. Okay? Now that's the reason why this person is going around doing all of this shit, is because the reason why this person is going around with all these people is because you don't want this person. That's why. And so them going around with all these people, and so say you made the dumb decision to go back to this person. Don't you know that every one of these people that they slip behind your back with is going to be the very people that they're going to smear in your face? And I can tell you that is not going to feel good. These twos is not going to feel good to the one, okay? So I could just tell you, one would have never stood for it and never will stand for it. So all I can just say is whoever was trying you on this, they're going to need the courage to come back. This emperor is definitely gonna need a lot of damn strength or have a lot of damn nerve to come back to you and ask you to stand and be the two to all of these other people. Or like, I don't even know how they gonna plan to do that shit. That shit don't even sound right. Like, that shit don't even look. Look now, like, what I say? You the star. Like, who you talking to like that? Like, you want the one star, the one and only, the only word thing that you'll ever get in reality in life, the only one that would ever be able to heal you through whatever you was going through. Not these succubus, incubus, Jezebel compared ass people to a divinity, a divine being. I mean, when I say this person stands on divine energy, with this energy like this, somebody's going to be manifesting through water, near water, in water, standing in water, manifest your manifestations here. I don't know, something like that. The water here, you pouring into something, somebody going to pour into you pertaining to water. What shit going to be flowing to you like a river fall or something like that. Shit, something about the silver lining. Somebody didn't see you as the silver lining. That's what I heard. Yeah, they didn't see you as that. No, baby. No, they ain't see you as the son. Son, Mr. Son. They ain't see you as Barney. They ain't see you as Barney. Mm-mm. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? But that person couldn't say they loved you too because this person had an open horizon to discover new beginnings often. Do you see that new beginning? Did anybody that offered to them sex and a good time, they was in a union with them. hmm And that's where those stars came in. That's where their star came in. That's when they changed. Seven of Wands. Well, I gotta tell you, that's when the player got played. That's when the obstacle just started obstacle. Mm-hmm. Yep. The fool. That's when the leaping just started getting the leaping because this is when they started leaping from lily pad to lily pad, from these options to the quantities that they thought they had. This is all the quantity, all the quantities they had. They thought they had that, and and they cup was full enough. They didn't need you. They, as long as they had the third parties to celebrate and to stroke their little cup of ego and that page of cup energy, they didn't care. They did not care. Nope. And guess why? Because now that's what they got to celebrate with. Now the third parties ain't so fucking happy, are they? Now it ain't just so happy. Now is it? Hmm. Six of Swords in reverse. That shallow ass victory you wanted ain't so victorious now, is it? That same victory you wanted, that same clout you wanted, that same attention you wanted, that same, oh, I'm gonna throw this girl in your face. That same boo that you was going around calling each other boos and bays and loves and what? Where they at now though? Mm-mm. No, no, baby. Mm-mm. No, no, baby. Mm-mm. Hermit. Now they looking at. They know the lighted path now. They know which way to go now with the chariot. Which way to go? That way or this way? They know they chose wrong. They know they need to bring your ass back. But guess what? Hold up. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We them boys. But guess who ain't they boy? Remember, on my dead homies, on my mama, and on everything I love, I never want you back. There you go. Eat them words. Eat your heart out. Card shark. Because these are your options. And remember that snake that I just told you that you was trying to charm? That learned how to bite in the midst of spit. Because they learned how to spit venom right in your eyes. When it came to the brown eye guy, they know how to keep you inebriated. They know how to balance and pour into them and keep them off kilt and off balance. So that's why when they pour into these third parties that are not of quality, it's empty. It's a pour. They pour their cup out every time. That ace of cups that they could have had juggling, they juggled it and lost it, and now sure, they can't find it. That's it. They can't find that shit nowhere else. Sitting here like a brokey. Sure is. What's that? King of Cups sitting in their damn emotions. Toe up from the flow up. Because of what they chose. Because of what they chose to juggle. Something that they shouldn't have juggled, but they juggled it anyway. They ain't getting nothing out of it. Nope. But a fucking fight. None but conflict. Ain't nothing but chaos, drama, and everything else you under the sun over there. You can't get nothing out of that. Mm-mm. Even lost their fucking money too. Somebody could have got robbed here. Somebody wondering why they thought about this. Why they ain't think this through better. They wondering why I ain't think this through better. Because now that shit's a tower. And I told you it was coming anyway. I told you when we first came in, and when it was the devil, and it was the tower, and they was in armor. I knew it was a tower coming. Because they wasn't being authentic. You knew it too, High Priestess. You knew it too. I ain't need these cards to tell you this either. And you didn't either. Okay, Divine Feminine, you didn't either. I didn't either. Okay, you knew he was messing around with multiple lovers. And that's why you was fed up and you walked away. And now this person that's wanting to have control over you has no control. They don't even have control over themselves. With the Hermit here, they don't have even control over themselves. Look at this shit here. Look at that. Hung the hell up and cut off. Hung, man, shut your damn mouth. And broke is a fucking joke. Look at that shit there. King of Pentacles in reverse. Ungrounded. Unable to make a decision. And cut off. Now you could have cut them off. The third party could have them cut off. Two of Swords. Peace and harmony. Needing to take time. Take the blindfolders off. Keep reassessing something over and over, the situation at hand. See, they keep reassessing. How the fuck did you get away? How? Because time. I told you in this message how you got away. While they were over there on the fucking distracted with a third party, you dipped out. And that person didn't see you. And by the time they realized to double back, they couldn't double back because they was seen already. And they didn't realize when they went over there, you had saw them. And they knew you saw them. There was multiple things in this energy, y'all. I gotta say, with this person hung up, this person is really thinking. This person with the Hermit and the Hermit and the Hierophant and him knowing right from wrong, I gotta say, this person knows exactly the moment, the hour, the minute that they made a decision to breach our relationship. They're thinking back to a time when before it was the last straw. They're thinking back to maybe a time when you took them back before. A time when they know they've majorly deceptive you and you took them back. And that's the truth. That was their control. But now that you are in your peace and your power and you took it back, that shit don't apply no more. That shit don't apply no more. That shit is applying pressure now. That same control that they wanted is now applying pressure. And that shit is hard. Like breaking pipes. Like shit is like breaking pipes. In a way that you didn't even know. Because they wanted toxic. They wanted to hurt you. And I mean in a very malicious way. I don't usually channel messages like this and this coy and like cruel and like malice and energy. Like people, a man that's jealous of a woman. This is sickening here. This shit is like curdling my blood right now. And I spent a long time with y'all tonight. And and the messages just get and even though these cards is like cute and cutesy, like you can't even make this energy cutesy because the shit is so freaking dark. Like this moon energy is revealing somebody's dark tendencies, literal dark tendencies, because this one, like V for Vendetta with the moon here and the High Priestess here and the Ten of Swords, they was coming for, like what that song say, band face, I'm coming for your life. Yo, band face, I was coming for your life. When I say that with a vengeance, y'all. I say that with pure a vengeance, especially when it came to these people that they was like having calling like a posse or group or clique, or people that they were sleeping with, pillow talking. Like I said, if these people could fight you, this person would take sides with these people. That's how deceptive this person was to you. Like I told you, they would get cheap shots on you while this person held you back. And that's the truth. That's the sun. And I mean, in a major way. And they're going to pay for this in a major way. King of Cups. That's why they're in their emotions. They're going to pay for this shit. Magicians doing spell work. Still 4 of Wands. Still. The 4 of Wands is talking about, like, that stability. But they trying to manifest you back, though. 9 of Pentacles. Because of your abundance. Because you don't need them. Because you please and smug. That's why they want you back. They don't want you back because they want you. They want a piece of what you got. Judgment. And it, like spirits say, they under spiritual warfare. Spirit, and that's just why they spiritually keep attacking you with magic. Is that's what they said. Yeah, Queen. Yeah, Mom. Yeah, Queen. This is why they keep attacking you. 6 of Cups. Okay, breadcrumbing. They want to come in as breadcrumbing. Queen of Wands. That's why they sleep with somebody else. Breadcrumb you and sleeps with somebody else. Yep, armor. Still back armor. And still want to keep what they got in the background. Somebody that there's somebody that fell in love with a third party. Or not only fell in love with a third party, but 5 of Cups. Feel like they could be crying over what they lost because of a third party. Now, this is so two-sided, like two-faced. I gotta say, this is like so two-faced and random when it comes to this person being hung up, right? And balancing this scale. This person is sitting making fun of you with a third party. Which is toxic. That's toxic enough, right? In a relationship with that person. And other 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. And want you. It's just repeating. But going to juggle you with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So you are broke and in poverty, penniless, and confessing why you shouldn't have went back to them. Five of Swords. That's the truth. Why they want you back. Why they want to be a king in your life. Because they cut you off because they didn't want you. They cut you off because they thought they had somebody better. They cut you off because they had quality over quantity. They cut you off. They don't want you. No matter if they tell you they want you. 8 of Cups. They walked away for something. For the desserts. 3 of Cups. For a celebration. For the third party. Empress, Emperor in reverse. Distorted masculine. Distorted. All they could see is these damn options. That's it. That's all they could see. And that's the truth. That's all they could see is these fucking options. All they could see is these quantities. That's all they could see. I got plenty of people that love me, want to be with me, want to give me, want to give to me. I can manipulate. I know how to charm. I know how to get what I want out of whoever I want it out of. It may not been the supply I got from you, but the what I am getting from others is better than getting just one thing from you. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and don't shoot the messenger. For whoever this message is for, this person does not care, okay? Does not care to, like, if they come back, it will only to be to manipulate you, to get something, to steal, to be a thief. Five of Cups, okay? To have you crying over what you say you in a relationship with somebody and you leave who you with to go back to your person. That's just to have you crying over something that you lost with somebody else because they came back to deceive you. Because they're going back to their quantity. Because it's the devil. You know what I mean? They going back to juggle you. Contract, commitment, or communication, because this is unrequited love. Yeah, look. Somebody else is the star. This is just, you're just not going to be the star in this world. You're not going to be the star. Okay? There's judgment on this star. Like, somebody else passed judgment on this because it's a no. Okay? It's a no. It's a freaking no. Page of Pentacles. We're back to, and this is them not even offering anymore. Okay? Once they get what they want, they're not going to be offering anything anymore. They're going back to offering to the quantity. Okay? Shit. What the fuck? Okay. Now, listen. They going back to offer to the quantity versus what they gonna get that little piece from you. Okay, that page energy. That's the Pentacles. Yep, and then they're gonna tell you a bunch of armored shit so they could go back and be with them. And lies, and ain't gonna be nothing that you want to hear. You gonna thought you wanted to hear, but it ain't. All right, well, listen, you guys. How are you liking these messages? I thank you guys for joining me. I thank you for being a part of this moon magic message tonight. Manifest your intentions. Okay, those witching hours of 3 a.m. and such. Manifest your intentions. Set your intentions of manifestations. If a new house, a new car, a new lover, love is what you want. Love is where you're going to find it. You know what I mean? Set your intentions for love. If you are wanting a reunion, a reconciliation, you want to love somebody back again, I don't advise it, but if you want it, it is available. Okay? This is where you would manifest it in this energy. Under Chariot, this or that energy. This is where you would manifest it. This or that. Do you want this? You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, because this is where it's at. Now, if they want to get with something else, and that's where it's at, then you got to be okay with that too. Okay? I got to tell you that. You got to be okay with that, Empress. You got to be okay with that. If it's somebody that you want to reconcile with, and you know that you've given it all you got, and all you got is giving, and you don't want to give no more, then say what? Guess what? It's a done deal. It's a done daughter. 7 of Cups. They're no longer an option. Let them go for the options that is willing to take them. Because the Tower is about to hit. And don't you worry. Okay? My little friend, don't worry. Because guess what? Page energy again. Page of Pentacles. They're very, very ungrounded. Very ungrounded. And you are very grounded. You are the star. I keep telling you. They got to have so many other options in order to make up just you. Okay? Look at that. And that's the damn truth. They got to have so many damn stars to the one true star that you are. You know what I mean? And that's burdening them. And that is burdening them. That is showing more of their dark night of the soul, their darkest fears, their darkest hours, their silhouettes of what unhealed love looks like in the flesh. When immaturity meets I wasn't ready yet type shit. When I let others destroy true love for me. When I walked away from my love because I wasn't ready. I sabotaged my own life, my own self destruction because I didn't want to let go of my obsessions, my addictions, my coping habits, my vices, my merely measly escapes, things that I thought were quantity. Those are the things that kept me from love. This here, this Ten of Swords, that's deception. That kept you from whoever this one star that they went out here and created all this karma and contracts and debt for because of this one person right there. Right there. Because the person that they walked away from you for, right? They thought they wanted that person, right? Remember? They wanted that person over you. They wanted to triangulate you with that person, right? They wanted to make that person a mistress. They wanted that person to marvel in whatever relationship they had with that third party. They wanted to marvel in it. Sorry about the light, you guys. They wanted to marvel in that energy, y'all. And they wanted to also marvel in that energy and have you in a hopeless and a despair place. But I gotta tell you, the way karma works. I gotta tell you, the way the wind just started blowing just then. The way karma, the way karma hits, okay? The way karma hit this person, the way karma hit this person, or the way it's gonna hit, the way this contract was supposed to hit, and it didn't hit because this person chose to take the easy direction or simple love, or somebody could have chose to offer to somebody even if they were already married or in a contract. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody's emotional about that too. Yeah, and that was could have been why they were with you, because this was a divinely orchestrated contract, divinely orchestrated. So they could have did that while they were with you. Yeah, so Ray, they were with you to a source. This is the world. You were their world. They were surveying people while they were in the world with you. And this is where you might have discovered some gaps in their story, unaccountable hours. They could have broke up with you, left you, deserted you, triangulated you with a third party, came back, you took them back. And I gotta tell you, this person was very deceptive. Yeah, they were in relationships with other people behind your back. Full-on relationships, that is. Yeah. Supporting relationships. Yeah, that's a nightmare for them right now. That's a living fucking nightmare. Whatever this was, it is a living nightmare. And that could be going on right now. Somebody that they spent all their money and now they putting them out. Okay, now they have no idea what they're going to do now. Homeless, broke, penniless, ain't going to get no more. And that where ain't no more where that came from. So, sure. Whoever robbed them, took what they got, thief of their love. Somebody was a gold digger. Somebody was paying for sex and a good time and thought that was going to be the end all be all. It ain't. That shit ended up as a myth buster. Yeah, that's the truth, y'all. I gotta say, that's the truth. Yeah, and they feeling a little bit motherfucking like used up too. They feeling like used. Shit. That happiness was short lived. They breadcrumbed them until they got all they wanted out of them and then turned they fucking back. So, yep, caused conflict. After they got all they wanted, it started causing conflict. Try to disassociate themselves with the person. Just try to disassociate with the person. They ain't want to kiss their ass no more and nothing. Yeah, they couldn't offer them nothing. They ain't want nothing. You couldn't offer this person nothing, no more money. And they ain't no more money, so you wasn't getting no more of they honey. No money, no honey. That was the strength for that. No money, no love. Yeah, look, that's the truth. You couldn't control them with no money. So long as they ain't had the money, they could be the puppet master. As long as they ain't, when their money run out, that's when they won't have no control over shit. Everybody's gonna start looking at them as what the fuck they is. Cause see, they gonna spend all their money, and that's the truth. Somebody gonna spend all their money by it, like a certain part of the month, and then from a certain part of the month to the end of the month, they ain't gonna have nothing, and they're gonna be looking stupid as a motherfucker when they could have had everything with you. They never would have had to go looking for nothing. They would have had everything they possibly needed to heal them through whatever traumas that they had, but they just wasn't wanting. They wanted the quantity over the quality. And I gotta say, you guys, they should have thought about that shit before they started putting into that shit first. You know what I mean? Yep. They should have thought about that shit. Now they thinking about that shit. Like, I should have thought about going to doing all this shit before thinking about that shit first. Yeah, well, they didn't think about that shit because they wanted control and power and whatever they could get out of that shit. And as long as they was getting that out of it, and they was in their dark night of the soul in the moon, and nobody was seeing them, and they thought they was getting away with something, they did it. Yeah. And that's the thing about this right here, though. This is like, I gotta almost let this bring this message back, bring it home. Like, so if this person was so shallow enough to literally, like, deceive you with a third party, lie to you, manipulate you, this person could be out here with a wife and still fake playing single. Some wife could be still wanting her ex-husband back because she thinks he is the prize, but it's still a this or that. She still wants her cake and eat it too. She still wants this person, or he wants her, wanted it too. Yeah, but somebody's still crying over what they lost. Somebody still wants their wife. Somebody wants to be back with their wife, and they're still doing tantric sex to get her back. But that's still saying he still has options with someone else too, or still making plans to be with someone else. This person is definitely distorted. He wants to be with you, but this person can't choose that or this or that. And I don't know who this is, and I don't know who that is, but whoever these people are, whatever role they play, okay, your person is confused as this person, not because of the star, right? Because they know you are the star, and they know that they're doing these things because of these other people, because you chose not to be with them, right? But I also got to say, it's a little bit more than that too. King of Wands, Five of Pentacles. It's because they're broke. It's because they're going to be out in the cold. It's because them choices that they chose over a situation, like maybe they had came up, bust a lick and came up on some money. Okay, and when that money is gone and there is no more, I gotta say, some damn body is going to be reaping what they sow, because they got a drug habit, they got something, and somebody is going to be treating them. I hate to be somebody's damn fly on the damn wall, but somebody about to be treated real ill. I just saw a card turn. Somebody about to be really treated real ill, or they already being treated ill. Like ill, like somebody's tired of somebody's control. Somebody could have got somebody set up and tried to play it off like, just like your person tried to play it off like they wasn't messing around with nobody else. Like this person that they're with is double carnal minded like that. They like seeing somebody else, and like if you're this person has ever made this person mad or got under this person's skin because of something that they did, they went and vented to another person and had this person punched in the face or beat up or or what set up for the most part. And then this person, your person, is sitting among these same people that's of the quantity and stars that think that this they are their friends. These are all frenemies. These are all snakes in the grass. These are all people coming against your person. Your person don't know that though, but I mean shit. Like these are the people that they thought was better than you in the first place, right? Now it's nostalgic. That's why they still nostalgic about you. Because shit ain't working out with them where they at. This is why they're in prison. This is why they're avoiding. This is why they're stalemate, because this is why they're antisocial, because actually this stalemate energy is a shame. This is a guilt. This is regret. Look at this shit. That's what that shit is. That player got played. It ain't a victory. Look at them turning their back, want to come back to you for the victory. They snuck off to be with the people, and these people turned out to turn on them. Okay? Now shit. And now they carrying the goddamn burden. I told you. Now they carrying the damn burden. All right, y'all. I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this message. I thank you guys for joining me. 152.25 is what I saw. This is a mirroring energy. You guys will be mirroring this energy to your person, or your person will be mirroring some of the things that they're going through under this exposure of this red moon, red in love, or red and hate and envy. You know, green with envy too, but their heart chakra is saying that like the root, because we definitely gonna have to deal with the root here of cause why they're feeling this way. Well, the reason why they're feeling this way is still because they're still holding on to you. They can't let you go. They can't let you go because they were a fool for the third party. They were a fool for the tricks and geeks and kicks. But now they see that those geeks and kicks were just mirages. They were fake. They were illusions. They were not the real thing. They weren't substance. They were, you know, just an object like they always wanted. They were the eye candy. They were the pick me's. They were the it do anything for clout type of shit. Bad and bougie, but nothing else to suit. Nothing like dirty, nasty, snag a tooth, fucking multiple babies. And it ain't nothing wrong with being multiple baby. But, you know, like your person had a one true love. Like I gotta tell you, this person had one true love. And this person did fumble, didn't want it, didn't have it in mind, didn't think it existed, thought that, you know, they could play with it, get it again. And when he lost it, this is when they had that ego collapse. This is when they had that real fragile ego that they got, that they try to act so tough with. Yeah, this is when that shit broke down all the way down to a crawl. They couldn't handle this one. This one was one of the ones for the archives of the one that got away. Not so much got away because I want to say you really never got away. Like they really they didn't have the capacity to let you go because they were unhealed and they don't know how to love. So to let you walk away was the best option because like I said throughout this message, the quantity looked way better. Like not that they were better, not that they are better, not that they served any real purpose, but in the grand scheme of your person's um, delusion, because that's basically what it is, or illusion, they couldn't see through the veil. They couldn't see through the mirage. They couldn't see that there was no oasis there. So they would instead fake like they're having great sex, fake like this person is in love with them, fake like, because now they're in this codependency toxic relationship. So of course she needs to be him as much as he is codependent on them, that type stuff. So listen, you guys, I'm gonna catch you guys a little later. I seen something glitch. I don't even know what that was and how long it had been doing it for. All right, so listen, you guys, I thank you for, there's the fire alarm going off, which lets me know that this person still is looking for a rescue from you. They're looking. I mean, you heard that very shallow um, fire alarm go off, but that's how quiet is kept. This person is needing your assistance. I don't know if you can see these trees blowing like that, right? And like I said, we started this message off with the we started this message off with the moon, and we'll end with the moon. I'll end with the moon tonight, the red moon, because we are exposing your karmic ex, your karmic soulmate ex, the distorted masculine, the falling narcolepsy energy. Because if they were the emperor at some point, then they became the distorted, the narcolepsy angel, fallen angel. And I mean, they're asleep to their divinity, and they are trying to come through it, but they have not mastered it yet. And until they do, they will be soul searching. They will still pick up third parties. They will still self sabotage. They will still self destruct. They will still procrastinate, and they will still look for you in others, or until they decide to, and if they don't never, make it back to you in this lifetime, then just know, they got another lifetime to try it. And I gotta say, you guys, I thank you guys for joining me, and I appreciate you guys stopping in. Namaste, and now I must go. Thank you guys for being a part of the lives. And if you don't mind, hit that heart button. It helps the algorithm of the YouTube